The following program is intended for mature audiences.
On this episode of The Truth Be Told, does SoundCloud have new life? Imagine what we would have had if 3 6 Mafia and UGK would have came out with an album. Talib Kweli comes out and defends Drake's ghostwriting accusations. Along with Kendrick Lamar, we give you our definition of a Wack artist. And we also do a review on Stalley and Vic Mensa's new albums. And now some artistic ignorance from Barry Ross and Infidel Castro, baby.
You're now listening to the Truth Be Told podcast from Trillmatic.com. Trillmatic.com.
What it do, Trill Young? You know what I'm saying? No, Tom Bat.
Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about? That's right, y'all. It's the Truth Be Told podcast. We are back once again. I believe this is episode. Let me check because
Ain't this 77?
No, this is 78.
This is 78. Oh,
78, yeah, because we missed a week.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Last week we did a rebroadcast episode, the one featuring Confucius Jones, A Fresh Night. So
it's good to be home.
The boy Riffa's back. Your boy is back. The Maybach roof is back.
I'm home, baby. Yeah.
That's right. Your boy Riffa is back. Riffa was he was out in Vegas.
I was out gambling.
But before we get into all that, we just want to let you guys know we've noticed we for people that think that we don't listen to ourselves, we know that we say you know what I'm saying a lot. Okay? We know that it's annoying to some people.
It might be annoying. It probably does get annoying to some people.
Right.
Or if it's not annoying, they just be like, they say that a lot.
There's a reason why.
Where are we at?
We're from motherfucking Texas.
From Texas. You know
That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? That's where we're from. That's what we do.
We will try to refrain from saying it a whole lot.
We're going to try to cut back down on it.
We'll try.
We need a, you know what I'm saying, light that lights up. A ticker, a counter, and it's like, yo, you said enough. Know what I'm saying for the episode. You
said your 10. You know what I'm saying for the episode. Like, you're done.
You don't get any more.
Any more, dollar goes in the jar. Like, fuck. I'm gonna be broke.
$1 million in there. But yeah, man, we appreciate everybody that's been listening to the podcast. Thank y'all for subscribing. Shout out to everybody that's been showing us love on YouTube. We appreciate it.
Hit that notification and become a first-hand trillion.
Right. We had one of our videos hit 1,000 views on there for the first time. So we don't really we don't really. I mean, well, they're not really videos. They're just clips from the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So you probably already heard it anyways if you listen to the podcast on iTunes. But we appreciate the people that's the little audience that we're building on YouTube. You know?
We appreciate all of y'all.
Right, man. So probably in the next,
just listen to us on any of the other platforms too. We appreciate y'all too.
We appreciate everybody. I don't know where you're listening, but you are appreciated. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. The boy Riffa went to Vegas for the very first time, y'all. The very first time.
It was awesome. Yeah. Well, my lady.
What happened in Vegas that stayed in Vegas? I'm
obviously not going to talk about
it. No, you got to talk about it. Fuck that shit.
I'm not talking about
breaking man law. It's like breaking man law. It's probably breaking like a real law. Like a.
You talk about it over there, you get in trouble. Nah, it would have been, I smoked weed, but it's legal now. So.
Which I didn't know.
Yeah, it's legal over there now, so it didn't matter. I got weed, and it was just like getting weed at home. I've actually already smoked those strains too, so. It wasn't nothing new to me, but it was legit, because I knew the strains, Cookies and LA Confidential.
Right.
I've probably been on an episode in the past saying this is LA Confidential, or you know what I'm saying. Right. So I just said it. No.
See, look, people that listen to us, they're gonna be really counting. Listen, if somebody out there that's like a diehard fan of this podcast, tally up how many times we said, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay, just tally it up and send me an email. All right.
But nah.
But so did you gamble?
Yeah, I gambled. Like first day I went out there and hit the slots. You know what I'm saying? I got $30 down immediately, and I was like, ugh. Like, this ain't how I want to start Vegas. Second day we got out there gambling. Me and my girl I put 20 in the machine, and it started running down, and it was about to be out, so she put 20 into it, and we're going back and forth, you know.
Right.
Our money, we're putting it in together, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's ours.
Right.
We'll split and everything. So we hit $440, and out of $40 putting in, and it was like, hell yeah, I'm up $200.
Balling.
Like,
wait a minute.
Up $170 myself.
Let me ask you this real quick. When this happened, what part of Vegas were you in? Were you on Fremont Street? Or were you on like the newer side?
That was the last night.
Okay.
Last night we went to Fremont. And I didn't even gamble that night.
Fremont, I don't know what happened when I was in the newer part of Vegas and I always lose money. When I went to Fremont, I won like $500. I don't know what it is over there, man. I just like the atmosphere on Fremont.
It was definitely dope.
Right.
It reminded me of 6th Street. You know
Right.
Definitely. You know
it's a little bit more of a party with like, I feel like that's where the normal people are at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The other side, I feel like that's where like some of the like fucking rich dickheads are. You know what I'm saying? But Fremont is like where the regular people are.
Yeah, there were some casinos that were like empty of like people, like visitors, or like, I guess you would say like
soul, Sharif, soul.
Yeah.
There's no soul in some of those casinos.
Oh yeah, there were some casinos that, I mean, it was like, if you weren't over there flashy, dressed up in a suit, I'm saying, on the hard big table, rolling the dice type shit, it was just like nobody else was out there. There was only like a few like elderly people out there more than anything, and some young people, but it wasn't the type of Vegas I was expecting. I was like, I want to see more diversity. You
right.
I was like,
that's what I'm saying.
I was like, there ain't enough people like me out here.
Right.
And I don't even mean Mexican. I just mean cultured. You know what I'm saying? Like all types of people. But nah, it wasn't like that in some casinos. And you know, every once in a while you get to the casino that had that, and it's like, okay.
You feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable.
You know
Okay,
yeah. This guy just slapped his wife, and his wife just poured a drink in his face. But I feel comfortable here.
This is the Vegas I was expecting.
Right. There's a fight going on. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, this is more my style.
This is more my thing.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm home.
Somebody's throwing up
in the corner and shit.
Somebody screaming at the slot machine. Yeah. This feels good.
It was dope though. Definitely the experience of gambling. You know what I'm saying? Won that money, and then gamble that money away pretty much. It came about even, if not lost a little bit of money, but not a lot. So
right.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing to get mad at. It was a good experience.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time over there at the hotel, at the water, at the pools and shit. They had the pool. They had like 6 pools.
That's
like
the ballerific
5 or 4 hot tubs, and then they had a lazy river also. A small lazy river in the middle of that.
That's where I almost died at. Right?
Like, this shit's dope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's kind of like the hotel I went to in Dallas. Yeah.
We were on the inner tubes thinking of you at the same time.
Yeah.
We were talking about it.
She
said you should put it on Facebook. Taking life and death chances on inner tubes and tag your rail and all this stuff. I was like, I ain't gonna put it on.
I don't know what episode that was, y'all. It was probably like maybe 4 or 5 episodes back, 3 or 4, where I basically tell the story of how I almost died in 3 feet of water. Okay, so. But anyways, but so all in all, you had a good experience for your first time.
Definitely. Smoked weed, so I was comfortable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In my zone.
Yeah.
Wasn't getting too edgy out there. You know what I'm saying? Like without my medicine, I'm all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it tones me down, brings me right, centers me. So I was out there feeling right.
Right.
Putting my gold grill in, man, over there slugging on them. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah.
All right. Well, you got.
Had to be Texas out there.
Listen, when you in Rome, you got to do as the Romans do. You can't be out here doing like the Greeks do in Rome, baby.
My lady wasn't happy. I was like, "Hey, I got to do it. I got to do it."
Proud Texan, baby.
Shout out to her nephews out there, and them and her family out there that got that green for me. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I mean, I'm glad you had a good time, man.
Yeah, shout out to the whole family that went out there. It was a great experience, definitely.
Did you feel like you were on a vacation? Or do you feel like you were ripping and running?
Unfortunately, it was only a week, so it
was like, to
me, like, vacation is like 2-week minimum.
Right.
Like, for you to really soak it in and then do, because not everything goes as planned. when you have just that 1 week. So then it's better to have that backup extra week to really back up.
It doesn't matter how much time you got. It's always going to feel fast, bro.
Yeah, and it's never going to be enough. Yeah, even 2 weeks.
Enough.
But 2 weeks is always better. Like when I go to Mexico, back in the day when I go to Mexico with my mom and shit, it was always 2 weeks. You know,
those 2 weeks go by so fucking quick. Those vacations, that shit goes by so quick.
But it was longer than 1 week.
Right. I feel you on that.
I mean, 1 week, yeah, it was dope, definitely. We made the most of what we could out of it, you know what I'm saying? But it would be dope to get out there.
You going to visit again?
Me and my girl, just me and her, and some friends, maybe you and your girl, you know, get out there and just, you know.
I listen, I'm one of the people, fun. I had a bad experience with Vegas, man. And it wasn't like the gambler or anything like that, man. And I know some people probably say, fuck this guy. And maybe you didn't see it either, because I know a lot of people when they go, they have a great time or whatever. But when I was there, man, I got depressed, and I didn't get depressed because
I lost all my money.
No, it wasn't. It had nothing to do with that. Like I just felt like the city. I don't know. I felt like everything was manufactured, like the fun. The only time that I felt like good and was like, all right, like this is cool, is when I went to Fremont.
Just straight.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when I was everywhere else, man, I was like.
No, I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just wasn't.
You just want your money and just not
right. It just felt like it was all like this manufactured way to get my money, and it is. You know what I'm saying?
It is exactly what it is. But yeah,
I can't look past it. Even when I was drunk, I couldn't look past it to be like, all right, let me just look past that and just have fun. I couldn't look past it. Like I would look at the waitress and she'd be smiling in my face, but I could see like. In her eyes, she was like, "Fuck this job." You know what I'm saying? That's all I.
This.
Right. Like, I got to make this fake laugh for you. No. You know what I'm saying? Because you said some corny ass joke. I could feel all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just wasn't feeling it, man. So you know,
it was cool.
But shout out to Vegas though, man. It's still something everybody should go experience.
Yeah, it was packed out there because you know they're gonna have that Floyd Mayweather and that Conor McGregor fight out there. So they're all out there right now. So it was packed. It was live out there. It was definitely live.
We about to get into some more serious shit.
Yes, indeed.
Your boys, White Nationalists, KKK.
My boys, motherfucker. Hell no.
Your motherfucking
your boys, your motherfucking brethren. Like, nah, bruh, nah.
The Major Boys.
Fuck no. You asked the Major.
I thought they were your boys. Nah, fucking with you.
But I know.
But for those of y'all that don't know, it's really to be honest, no laughing matter because somebody did die from this wild ass shit going on.
It's ridiculous.
It's fucking ridiculous. This was going on in Charlottesville. What possibly was getting ready to go on in Texas A&M, but they shut that shit down today, I believe. Today you'll be hearing this tomorrow. So yesterday for y'all listening, they shut it down. There was going to be Richard Spencer and his white nationalists going out to Texas A&M,
doing the same type shit.
I'm really feel like if they would have done this shit,
especially what happened in what just had happened, what just had happened,
something was gonna pop off heavy, bro. I really believe something was gonna pop off heavy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was already like it was getting violent. You know what I'm saying? And on both ends because you know there is a right and a wrong here,
right?
You know. And the right people are just defending themselves, you know what I'm saying? Because what they're trying to do ain't right. So they're just standing up against it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They ain't gonna let that shit slide. No one should let that shit slide. That shit's horrible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if that would have happened here in Texas after what happened over there, it would have got really violent and shit could have went down.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it really could have.
Oh yeah. The Austinites, they were gonna come out there. They'll come out there rock your shit. And listen, Texas A&M is in College Station, but you know what's right next to it? Bryan, Texas. And Bryan, Texas got a lot of hood ass niggas out there. All right, they would
play that shit.
Listen, they call it Bryan College Station. All right, Bryan, that they would have came out there. All right, and they would shut that shit down. It would have been a serious thing. I really believe that it would have been a civil war going on out there. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that. And I'm glad that they said that we're going to cut this.
Yeah,
what really sucks, they probably should never really let it happen. Mm-mm. But, okay, let me ask you this. Do you feel like what these white nationalists are saying and doing, I mean, not really doing anything up front, but, you know, except
being racist.
But do you feel like this is free speech? And that they should be allowed to say what they want to say?
Nah.
So you don't think this is free speech?
It's overboard. It's like, it is. I mean, I can't deny what it is, but you don't have people out there throwing rallies like without them being out there, just out of the blue, just like fuck the KKK, like big ass crowds and this and that. We just know that it's right. Fuck the KKK, you know. And but if they come out with their shit is very, you know, even if it's not being done aggressively, the message is aggressive,
right? You
know what I'm saying? And nobody wants to see that shit. No one wants to stand by that, and people are going to stand against it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to fucking deal with that shit. Like, who wants that? Like, people feel like it's rising back up because, you know, Trump in office and him not denouncing shit at first, and him like getting support from white nationalists and KKK people during his run for office and everything. So it's like, I mean, he kind of opened the door. Right, he
definitely opened the door for people that voted for Trump and they feel like this doesn't represent me or whatever. I'm sorry, man. Maybe you don't feel that way, but listen, Trump definitely had a hand in this shit. Trump definitely he could have nipped this shit in the bud a long time ago, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Never did. And even when they asked him, I remember they were on CNN or whatever it was. So what? How do you denounce David Duke and the KKK and their endorsement of your presidency? It's like, I don't know who David Duke is. When he knew exactly who the fuck David Duke. There's shit that they got that he said about David Duke from the 90s. All right, he knows exactly who David Duke is. So
since then, he could have been denouncing shit. Right, he already been accepting it, letting it just happen with him not saying, "Oh yes, I accept that support." Yeah, not being upfront about it, but letting it happen. And not saying nothing
because
about
he knows that's where his major. I mean, listen, dog. He came out with merch with a fucking trucker hat. Okay, who's wearing that shit?
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? No, nobody knows who's wearing that shit. Nobody, no homies. You know what I'm saying? Not blacks, not Mexicans, not, you know what I'm saying? Who's wearing this shit? No Asian. Who wearing this?
Nobody.
White nationalists are wearing that shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He made that shit for that. He knows exactly who these people are, and he knows that a lot of these people came out to vote for him. He's not going to alienate them. You know what I'm saying? It's going to ruin it. It's going to ruin. He won't be able to run again for 2020.
Well, he had to finally say something because
it was very forced though.
But yeah,
listen, he used the word repugnant.
Yes.
If anybody knows, just go watch old Trump speeches at his rallies, whatever. Trump speaks on a third grade level. He never uses a word like repugnant. Okay,
you know he didn't write. It's teleprompter.
Man, it was teleprompter. You can see in his eyes. He was teleprompter. So, I mean, most of us don't accept it. We don't feel like that was the real deal.
Fuck no.
Yeah. So
no, because it came too late. Like that needed to be said the first day, and not, on both ends, both sides. The way he was saying shit like that, it's like there's no equal here.
Yeah, like, people are trying to spin this shit into this. They all need to go. KKK, Black Lives Matter. It's like, what? Wait, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? No, let's own this shit.
Let's deal with what's happening.
Own this shit. Yeah, just own it. Take it and say, all right, this is some bullshit. We fucked it. We don't. Just own that shit.
This shit down.
Stop trying to turn it on Hillary. Stop trying to turn this shit on Barack Obama. Stop trying to turn this shit on everybody. Fool. There's nobody that's responsible for this shit except them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And all of the ones who stood by and ignored this shit, and now it's become a serious thing.
Oh, it has been. I mean, rest in peace to that lady. You know what I'm saying? She was our age.
Yeah, she's 32 years old, man.
Yeah. And then a lot of people injured, serious critical condition, other shit. You know, it's like there's people probably. I mean, I'm not sure. I haven't watched it any times. Like, I haven't watched it recently, but I'm pretty sure there's people still fighting for their lives right now.
Yeah,
because that video was crazy.
It's bad.
Yeah, watching them just run right through and then backing up, and the hood and the bumper all fucked up. I mean, you just know he fucked up a lot of people.
Right,
a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
There's a video that came out with his mother, and his mother's like, I didn't know he was into any of this shit. It's like, really?
Yeah, right.
All right, come on now. Come on.
Probably got it from, who knows? Who knows?
You gotta play dumb now, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's coming to holler at you and shit. You gotta play dumb. Yeah. I didn't know he was into all that shit. You knew he was into all that shit.
Yeah.
You knew what he was doing. You know the shit he was saying.
I'm surprised he didn't get mobbed on, like when he backed up and he didn't go did he get away?
I think people were probably shocked. You know what I'm saying? I think they were like shocked by the whole shit.
Yeah.
How do you respond to that?
They're probably just more. Yeah, people are probably more in the mindset of let's help these people. Fuck him.
Yeah,
he's gonna get caught. Someone will hold him down, grab him, whatever. But let's help these people. Yeah, because there was a lot of people that needed help.
And they're like, they were out here peaceful protesting until the counter protesters came. And it's like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on.
We know your message.
We know your message. Okay, we've seen Richard Spencer get up there. We've seen all this shit that's been popping off in the past 6-7 months. And here's the fucked up part. After this shit happened, the day after, Trump ran a re-election campaign ad. Where he's attacking Democrats, media, talking the media's fake, how they're lying on him and all this shit. And it's like, yo, what the fuck? Why are you running a re-election campaign ad? Motherfucker, it ain't even been a year yet that you've been in office.
What, 7 months, some shit
like
that?
What are you doing?
trying to make like cement himself in there,
right?
Like he put it in your face, keep people. You know, it's just the whole like it's in your sight, so it's going to be on your mind. So people are going to be like, he's constantly going to be there. People are going to.
It's propaganda, man. It's fucking propaganda.
That's all it is.
Like the NRA video, that's just propaganda. Yep, it's propaganda, man.
Put it in your face.
Shit, I don't know what's gonna happen, man. But I'm gonna tell you like this. He is punking Kim Jong Un right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. You got Kim Jong Un because Kim Jong Un used to be out here talking big shit, bro. He ain't really talking that big shit no more. The Trump be like, yeah, try me.
Come on, do it.
We have tremendous missiles.
We have tremendous missiles, and I know missiles.
Let me tell you, the biggest missiles.
I know the guy who makes the missiles.
Yeah, man.
Great guy.
We're probably going to have a big. I don't know what's going to happen, dog. Some sort of war is going to pop off. It's either going to be between countries or it's going to be right here in civil war. No. Some little war is getting real antsy out here. You know what I'm saying? So
something is brewing, bro.
Yeah, man. Right, just everybody out there, man. Just be careful, man. Watch your surroundings. Just people what's going on. You just
be ready.
Yeah, just be ready, man. Your software. Me is that black, bro. Your motherfucking orange software, SoundCloud, alright?
The cloud, SoundCloud.
SoundCloud got rescued by some investors.
They will live on.
They got another $170 million to live a little bit longer. And
keep the heartbeat going.
In the process, though, the original CEO and founder is now booted out. I think he's on the chair. He's still a chairman on the board, so he didn't get completely booted out. But
demoted.
Definitely got demoted. He's not running this shit anymore. And they put in
put someone else who's capable.
They put in the CEO. I think it was the previous CEO of Vimeo. Which, let's be real, Vimeo. They try to set the game up. They try to be out there, but they're not really popping compared to YouTube.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's gonna do for them, but I have been seeing recently some of SoundCloud's original content coming out. They got this new thing. It's called the I forget what it's called. They got a little series they got where they kind of do these little kind of mini documentaries around artists that are popping on SoundCloud, right? Starting to do stuff like that. And I started thinking, what they could do? They could be doing like festivals. They could have all kind of shit going on, but they just haven't done this for all these years. And maybe they're just not starting to figure it out. But so I don't know. But what do you think about all this, man? You think SoundCloud is officially not dead, or you think that SoundCloud is just hanging on by a thread? They're just figuring out any way to hang on. They're gonna die.
Eventually. They're in a coma. Like they're just there.
Yeah, like, just moving a finger.
Well, not a coma because I guess it's capable of doing shit. So yeah, bad analogy.
Yeah. You still don't use SoundCloud?
Not really. Yeah, I really don't. That's what we talked about on the podcast back. I was saying that they haven't stepped their shit up to where it's like, I don't know. I haven't gone back to it in a while. It's been a while. I've
definitely seen them use. They're starting to roll more ads before the music, which is to me. I know some people hate it, but it's kind of a good thing, man, because one, it establishes the opportunity to make money. Two, it gives another route for advertisers to advertise directly to certain consumers. And then 3, this may open up the door for artists to be able to make money every time their song gets streamed on SoundCloud. So to me, it's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, I think it is going to last though, because they're fighting for it to last. There's people fighting for it, and that means it's wanted. So as long as it's wanted, people are going to try to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Somehow. So I think it's going to be here. It's going to be. I don't know if it'll be like a force to be reckoned with. We've got work to do. You know? Right. We've got a lot of work to do.
A lot of work
get
to do.
There. So, but it's capable of doing it. So it's little by little, they might just work their way up. You know, eventually we might be talking about how they're the top music.
Shit.
One day.
I don't fucking think so.
They got too much comp. They got too much comp out there.
I don't fucking think so. Okay.
Yeah. I don't either. But I think
but
they're
you're right,
here
though.
to stay, though. Just as
I think you might be right. I think they're here to stay.
I think they're here to stay, just to work on, I guess, maybe just the lower end. You know what I'm saying?
If they start doing their own original content, like a SoundCloud festival or these little documentaries or whatever, maybe they had like their own like series on different things. Maybe they, create TV shows, reality shows, this stuff.
Have to
just
other
some
ideas from other places. And it's like, it's not copyrighted. Yeah. Other places are doing. Everyone's doing.
Everybody's doing it, man.
So you just have to do it. Just work your own way into it. Get your own famous people to sign on deals and stuff.
Right.
You got to work your money right.
Listen, YouTube has some shit called the YouTube Creator Academy, where they have people on there and they just figure out how to be better at YouTube. They can easily do that with artists on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? Like there's stuff there that can be done. They just haven't done it.
They just got to roll the dice. Yeah. Pretty much on some things. Some ideas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not really hold back. They got to just do it. Go for it, because at the rate they're going, I mean, yeah. Like I said, they may be on top one day. Yeah, there'll be a long ass fucking time before they get there.
And there's a lot of people that's in this fucking industry. You got Tidal, you got Apple Music, Spotify. I think Spotify was trying to buy SoundCloud at one point.
You got juggernauts out there.
It's
gonna be hard to get up.
And they're making money.
But
except Spotify, I think Spotify.
But they could definitely work their way up to, like I said, to pick up the scraps type shit and just make it make it. You can make it still.
Right.
But you just have to step up your game. You gotta contend, even though you won't be a contender, like a full blown contender, but you gotta be able to contend.
Right.
You gotta make it into the playoffs. You might not make it to the championship game, but make it to the playoffs.
Let's see. We'll see in 3 to 6 months. We'll see where SoundCloud is at.
Just give yourself a chance.
SoundCloud rappers are rejoicing everywhere. They're rejoicing.
They should.
Yeah.
They really should, because they've invested a lot into SoundCloud, a lot of them. So they definitely invested a lot. Yeah, a lot of time, a lot of music, putting into everything.
I really think they just need to like destroy the whole interface, everything, and just kind of rebuild it from scratch. Not the interface. There's just things that is kind of annoying, like the fact that if I'm following an artist and he reposts or like reblogs another artist's music, but he does it like 50 times. Oh. And I'm going through the stream and I'm like, fuck, I just see all these goddamn reposts from the same person. I can't even get to any new songs that came out. I have been seeing recently that I've been getting notifications when somebody uploads a song, which is a good thing. It helps keep people engaged with, the software. So I see them, they're trying to make some changes, but there's a lot of little stuff they got to work on that just make the whole experience better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta do it.
Yeah, we'll see. Motherfucking UGK and...
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm talking about.
UGK and 3-6 Mafia were at some point going to make a super group. We'll play a little clip from...
I would light a blunt to that.
Well, yeah, shit.
I just did. I would light a blunt to that.
Yeah, they were going to be a super group. I was going to play a clip, but I don't think I'm going to play a clip.
Don't get this episode taken down.
I know, man. It's fucking copyright.
Don't do that shit.
I know, man. The fucking podcast. But anyways, Bun B was on Drink Champs with Noriega.
You can look it up.
Yeah, you can look it up. And Bun B basically told the story of how Sipping on Some Scissor was originally a song that was going to lead into the supergroup, the Underground Mafia, which is the UGK and 3-6 Mafia, which...
Underground Kings and 3-6 Mafia.
Right.
Combined Underground Mafia. My goodness, that would have been fucking
That would have been some fucking heat rock.
That would have been official right there.
Right. I don't think people give 3 6 enough respect.
Not enough.
You know, I was listening to today.
But man,
I was listening to Ludacris, The Word of Mouth, and the song "Go to Sleep, Ho."
Yeah.
Go to sleep, ho. That song was they used to put out some banging shit. The beat was fucking crazy.
The production, they always had underrated production.
Right.
I mean, so imagine UGK, 3 6 Mafia together. Man.
Yeah.
Man.
That would have been lit. That would have been
fun.
I mean, we seen Sipping on Some Scissors. That was a hot ass track. So, yeah, that would have came out dope, man. It sucks that Pimp C couldn't be, because I believe that shit would have happened.
Yeah, well, they said it was when he got locked up that really threw the wrench in it. Right. That's what he was saying. So, yeah, it's like, and then after that, he comes back home, and, the moment kind of passed. Like,
I don't think the moment would ever pass. I think they would have.
They could have done it.
They would have done it.
But then after,
because you see what happened with them and Outkast.
He passed. So then, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
Pimp C died a while ago, bro.
Yeah. It's
been like almost 10 years.
Yeah.
It was like 2007.
It's been a while, yo.
Yeah, bro. It feels like it was just yesterday. R.I.P. Pimp C.
R.I.P. Chad Butler.
Right. If y'all never heard any of UGK shit, I'm gonna point to you in the right direction right now. Go listen to fucking trying to pass me the weed. Go listen to Riding Dirty. That's my favorite UGK album. I know some people believe other albums are
Riding Dirty, Dirty Money.
Dirty Money was a good one too. Those are my top 2 favorite.
Yeah, definitely.
UGK albums, but
and
mainly
I love the old school underground DJ Screw UGK freestyles.
Right,
if you can find those, classic.
Let me tell you what you don't listen to though. The UGK band, the band UGK music. Okay, do not go listen to that because it might turn you off from UGK.
Like,
okay?
What is this?
I'm not even gonna repeat some of the shit that was said on here. But anyways,
but I also like Bun B's solo shit and Pimp C's solo shit. You know what I'm saying? Their solo shit was dope too. Yeah. I mean, together, apart, they
that like mid 90s UGK though was like unfucking touchable, bro. It's just untouchable, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that shit was,
and a lot of people believe that
that's what got them to Jay-Z.
So who do you think was a better rapper, Bun B or UGK? Or Pimp C?
Man, I think all around artist was Pimp C.
Right.
But just rap spitter, Bun B. But yeah. But all around artist, Pimp C had he could sing. Yeah. He could fucking he spoke on that pimp shit, that hood shit. He would just say he was like a hood nigga. He didn't give a fuck.
Still Pimp C, bitch. So what the fuck is up putting powder on my street? Because I got big fucking nuts. Hey, go listen to Murder from UGK. Murder. Right. A lot of people will say Bun B is the more lyrical person, but Pimp C used to just say shit that was
raw.
It was just raw, bro. Like you can't even put that in any kind of word.
Like where he was just raw. He was more raw than Bun B.
Yeah,
no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying?
Bun B was raw too, though.
But Bun B would step up to that same rawness at times. But he didn't always go to that level where he'd say just off the wall shit. You know what I'm saying?
Pimp C would say some shit that no, you can't find anywhere else. Like Bun B would use words in his wordplay that somebody else probably could have used. You know what I'm saying?
Pimp C talking about let me see your hairy asshole. It's like what?
One time I heard Pimp C say, "Nigga, fuck BET and fuck Diana Ross. Shut the fuck up, old bitch. Slim Thug is the boss." I said, "What the fuck?"
That's Pimp.
You mean dissing BET and Divas, nigga?
Rest in peace to Pimp.
R.I.P. Pimp C, dog. This nigga's a legend.
Yeah, both of them. I mean, UGK, Bun B, Pimp C. I mean, the game would not be the same if we didn't have them.
No disrespect to Diana Ross. I want y'all to know that. No disrespect to Diana Ross, but who's got the balls to say fuck Diana Ross? Only Pimp C, dog.
Only Pimp C.
I don't even know why. I don't even know why he said this shit.
Pimp C, the one that brought up, he was like, what was he saying about Atlanta, about the time zones and shit? Like he did a whole.
He did a whole fucking rant on Atlanta. He talked Cash Money on the whole city of Atlanta.
He just did not give a fuck.
He said, "When I fly in from Texas, what time zone y'all in?" He said, "Y'all ain't even from the South." I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
God damn.
Shout out to Pimp C, controversy with that one. Yeah. A lot of controversy with that one. Everybody was like, what the fuck?
You gotta love it.
I was like,
you gotta fucking love it.
Pimp C didn't give a fuck. He did not give a fuck.
R.I.P. Pimp C. Your boy. Your lyrical New York neo soul bizoy.
Who? Never like that.
Talib, lyrics stick to your rib. Mr. Talib Kweli recently came out and he said,
"That's my boy, though." Yeah.
He came out. That's my boy too. He came out and basically defended Drake with ghostwriters. He was basically saying how, with defending the ghostwriters, at first he was like, "Yo, this shit is wild. I can't fuck with this shit." And then, he looking how Drake is doing, how Drake is making all this money, and how he's making all these moves, how he's just top notch all the time, and he's even thinking about getting some ghostwriters himself. Yeah. He may not have been 100% for real with that comment, or he could have been. But the question remains.
Talib would not be the same artist if he had ghostwriters. Think about it. The shit he spit, the shit we expect.
You can find some rappers that rap like that.
Yeah, I guess
some young rappers keep you fresh.
He could, but it's still it may not have that. It may not have that same.
No, we're not gonna find nobody rap like Talib Kweli.
Nah. The mind, I'm just like I was gonna say there'd be something missing still. No matter what, there'd be something missing. Right. You'd be like, that's not his.
Well, it depends.
Not his words.
It depends because there's probably people that's out there that's more lyrical than Talib.
He may tweak it.
Yeah, he might tweak it, and then he might spit it in a certain way that people will be like, "Oh, that sounds like some Talib shit."
Yeah, you're right. Because maybe he can get the verse from someone and be like, "Hey, can I adjust it a little bit? Maybe change a few things, make it sound more like me," type shit. Yeah.
There was a situation that happened recently when Nas had dropped the Untitled album, aka the Nigger album, that Jay Electronica and one of the guys from Dead Prez was writing lyrics on Nas's album. This had came out a while ago, but then some people said it was fake and all this. You know what I'm saying? And so, maybe some of the hip hop legends did have some writers.
Possibility. I mean, we talked about how Dr. Dre has always had ghostwriters, pretty much. So it's like, I don't see past it where some artists.
But see, there's a difference between Dr. Dre and Nas. Dr. Dre's a producer, right?
Yeah.
He's pulling in whatever pieces he needs to make the best song ever.
That's true.
Same with Kanye West.
That's true.
Nas is supposed to be like the MC, the rapper. Nas should be writing Dr. Dre's lyrics.
Yeah.
So when we hear that somebody like Nas has a ghostwriter, is this a...
Well, maybe he just liked the verse somebody spit. They spit it to him as their own, and he liked it so much. He's like, man, I'll buy that verse.
I'll buy that verse from you?
And I think shit happens like that at times. I wouldn't doubt shit happens like that where someone spits something, just fucking around like, hey, let me spit something to you. I'm working on. Spits it, and he's like, I'll buy that shit from you. Like that shit's cool.
Have you ever felt like that though? Like, I want your verse.
Personally,
right?
Nah.
You think Jay-Z's ever heard a verse and was like, I want your whole fucking verse. Give it to me. You think Kendrick's gonna do that?
I don't see that. I don't see it, but who knows what happens behind closed doors? Maybe sometimes they just hear a verse that's so cold, they're like, man, that shit's a dope verse. I'd pay to have that verse. How much you talking? And then they just start talking, and then a transaction's made, and they just use it. They're like, fuck it. It's mine now.
I couldn't imagine buying somebody else's verse and then trying to rap it like it's my own.
Yeah, I couldn't either. And then act like it's my own without giving them the credit.
Right, like Adam, I know. Just like, not even giving them the writer credit.
I just give them a credit.
Like, it's my song.
Like, yeah, he wrote it. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Play it off like I never believed in freestyling a verse and saying I just came off the dome. Like, I just thought of that, but it's a verse you memorized. Like, I never believed in that. I was like, if you freestyle, you're literally coming off the top of your head. Like, you're gonna fuck up.
But see, some people look at that as like a freestyle is like the verse has no point or no concept. It's just you rapping rhymes.
Yeah.
Even if it is written, some people consider that a freestyle.
Yeah, I feel
right, because you're not really going anywhere with it other than to showcase your bars.
Yeah.
But I can see how a lot of people say like, no, freestyle is off the head because that's like it's a freestyle. So I mean, that's a whole nother fucking
That's a whole
nother fucking topic. We'll have to talk about that. What exactly is a freestyle? We'll talk about that next episode. But I mean, I don't know, man. I don't.
To be continued.
To be continued. I don't think that we should have. I don't think people like Talib or some of the most prominent lyricists in the game, Talib, Nas, Jay-Z, Eminem, Andre 3000, whoever you want to name in this. I would be very hurt to find out that so many people use ghostwriters.
I would too, because I've always thought that they had dope lyrics,
right?
That it was theirs. They thought of it, and it would be heartbreaking to be like, you didn't write that,
right?
Who wrote that?
I believe Snoop has ghostwriters.
Yeah,
I believe Snoop has ghostwriters
at this day and age.
Yeah, of course.
Not at the beginning though.
Motherfucker, like 50 years old.
Not at the beginning, right?
Definitely at the beginning. Yeah. You could hear in the beginning, bro. It was just too Snoop Dogg. But like now, when I hear him, I'm like,
somebody wrote that.
Where you get that bar from? You know what I'm saying? That bar was a little too lyrical for you, Snoop.
Man.
Right? It's a little too thought out. I don't know if you're thinking like that at 50 years old. You know what I mean? But listen, no disrespect to Snoop, but I think he has ghostwriters. He definitely has people writing his songs where he's singing and shit. He definitely has ghostwriters for that. So I mean,
watch him not. Like I personally,
this shit is gonna be. I'm gonna be so sick if he all those songs that he was singing on and he didn't have nobody writing.
When I was in Vegas, I went to an art exhibit and had no idea that Jim Carrey was a painter, was an artist.
I've been seeing this shit on the internet.
I saw like 5 of his artwork pieces. You know what I'm saying? Live. I should have took pictures, but I didn't know if you could.
You seen it live?
I was there. I was at an art exhibit.
Holy fuck!
I was looking at some of his art.
You over here?
Good art.
You over here expanding your cult? You getting cultured? Well, I mean, listen.
You dig?
Maybe. I mean, maybe I shouldn't hate on ghostwriting anymore, man. I usually hate it from like the lyrical hip hop head standpoint, but
you ain't gotta hate it. Just don't. If you don't believe in it, don't use it. You know what I'm saying? But if someone else uses it, it's like, I guess they have a ghostwriter. But it's the knowing.
Yeah.
To me, that's the thing. It's the knowing. If you do use them, put it out there. Don't act like it's yours. Like, and you know what? I think I'd respect you more owning that.
You just came out and was like, yeah, I use a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
Did Dr. Dre ever came out and say he used a ghostwriter?
He doesn't have to because it's a given.
Everybody knows. You see the writer credits.
Yeah. It's a given.
Yeah.
So.
Well, shout out to the ghostwriters out there.
Man, shout out.
Get your money. Speaking of ghostwriters, Kendrick Lamar recently came out and he spoke about what he considers to be a whack artist. I'm gonna read to you his statement here, and we're gonna talk a little about this.
Go ahead.
So he says a whack artist uses other people's music for their approval. We're talking about someone that is scared to make their own voice, chases somebody else's success in their thing, but runs away from their own thing. That's what keeps the game watered down. Everybody's not going to be able to be a Kendrick Lamar. I'm not telling you to rap like me. Be you. Simple as that. I watch a lot of good artists go down like that because you're so focused on what numbers this guy has done, and it dampers your own creativity, which ultimately dampers the listener, because at the end of the day, it's not for us. It's for the person driving to their 9 to 5 that don't feel like they want to go to work that morning. So that's Kendrick Lamar's definition of a whack artist.
Some real shit. That's some deep shit right there. Like, some real shit in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, too many people chase another artist.
It's the truth.
Like, and they change their own ways, and it's like, you're no longer the artist that your fans fell in love with.
Right.
Because you're chasing another artist, kind of the way they're doing shit. You're kind of trying to step up to their level, and then you're messing with your own shit.
So the greatness is going to stand on top, and everybody copies it. So would you say that Future is not a whack artist?
For starting, what he did?
He's a great artist.
For starting, pretty much that.
I mean, he definitely did start that kind of sound, because nobody was doing that before.
We discussed it before. We said that
Future sound is Future sound.
It's his sound, and he's an entrepreneur on that on that note. You know what I'm saying? And you can't take that away from him. I mean, when you create something, you know what I'm saying, like that, and then everyone else is jocking it, you basically created something that
you are the
caught
trend.
on. Yeah, you're the trend. You started a trend. That's what I was looking for. Excuse me, but yeah, you started a trend, and it's you have to give him that greatness on that aspect because not everyone is that unique. We talk about
as
that.
much as some people may not like because you're comparing them to, I don't know, the world. You're comparing them to a fucking Eminem, right? Okay, of course, fucking Future doesn't rap better than Eminem
at all,
but Eminem could never ever rap like Future,
no,
ever. You know what I'm saying? There's people that try to bite him. Designer, where's Designer at now? You can listen. Future does his thing, and he does his thing well, and that's his thing. Yeah, right.
He created something,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
But what do you consider to be a whack artist?
What do I consider to be a whack artist?
What's your definition of a whack artist? That was K-Dot's definition. We want to hear your definition, Riffa.
Well, we all know that. Oh man, the definition of a whack artist is someone who doesn't embrace all of the culture, meaning the past as well. And
that's interesting.
And just writes it off like we're just in this moment, and who cares about what got us to be able to do this,
right? And
it's like you should never look at it like that. You should always pay homage and show respect to who opened the doors for you to be able to do what you're doing.
Right.
And to me, a whack artist is someone who
teach these devils, Riffa.
To me, it's the artist who doesn't have the respect for the people who open the doors for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it be the person who just opened the doors right before him, or all the way back to the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You have to know your history.
Right.
We've talked, that's a big thing on this podcast, on the Truth Be Told. It's like we believe in, knowing that.
Right, knowing your history. I believe that that's a big part of being a good artist.
Yeah.
Right, like how could you not study
that's a whole
the origins of whatever it is you do? Why do you not take the time to learn that?
To me, that's what
just to see where it started, what it changed and evolved into to today. Mm-hmm. Why not take the time to learn all that?
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's your craft.
It's going to expand your abilities as well. Because
you'll be more respectful of it too, because you'll see all this shit and be like, damn, man, these motherfuckers really did that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right. I feel you. I like that definition.
That's my definition, because I didn't want to just give no plain ass just someone who doesn't go as hard as their instrumental.
Right.
The instrumental goes harder than their lyrics. But that's like too plain of an answer. Like you can't really put nothing around it. That's why I gave that answer, because that answer is like a whole.
Right. I think my definition of a whack artist is somebody who doesn't offer. It definitely is about uniqueness, and it definitely is about like offering something. I feel like a lot of people have something to offer to the game.
Yes.
Even when I listen to what some people consider to be whack artists, like Lil Uzi Vert, I don't believe that Lil Uzi Vert's a whack artist. I don't believe that. I don't believe that Kodak Black is a whack artist. Okay, because I know what people are comparing these people to. I don't believe that you're a good artist because you know how to throw words together. Because some people don't know how to throw words together, but they don't be saying shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Right. Like I think that sometimes it's more about what it is that you're saying and what it is that you're offering and what perspective you're showing. Yeah. Because when I listen to hip hop, right, I learn from it. That's just me. I learn from.
You soak shit in,
right? I soak everything in. That's why, as me as a fan, I did listen to West Coast. I did listen to East Coast. I did listen to the South. I listened to the Midwest. Everything. I soaked it all in because everybody was teaching me something. You know what I mean? And it wasn't all, even though it was like there was a lot of the gangbang and shit,
different perspectives,
the gangster shit that was going on back then. That never pushed me. None of that shit ever pushed me to want to be a gangster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was learning shit. I was learning different perspectives. I was learning about certain places. I was learning about people
without having to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I learned about like philosophers and fucking. I learned about everything. You know what I'm saying? From hip hop, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's just me. And I feel like you have to throw something in there. I'm not saying that you can't have your party music, right? Because I feel like you having some good club bangers and good party music. I feel like that's a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a part of it. Like even Kendrick Lamar,
You need that.
the song he got with Rihanna. Oh man, they gonna play that shit in the club. They gonna play it. It's a radio hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But even then, like it's still like some sort of substance going on there. There's still something that I'm picking up another perspective that I haven't seen on the subject before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's unique.
Right, it's unique. Offer perspective.
Originality.
You can Millie Rock is a perspective. Regardless what anybody says about it, oh, it's a dumb track or whatever. It's a perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason that it popped off. That's the reason why that popped off in some fucking shitty ass track from some fucking cat in the fucking middle of fucking, I don't know, some borough in New York in the basement rapping like Ghostface Killer, right? Not to say Ghostface Killer is trash or anything like that. I love Ghostface Killer. Yeah. But you not Ghostface Killer, cuz. And just because you rap like that doesn't mean you're good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What perspective are you offering? Ghostface Killer offered a perspective. Yeah. There was nobody like Ghostface Killer when he came in.
I see what you're saying.
It was just Ghostface. And that's how I see Future. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The exact same way. They're like perspectives. You know what I'm saying? And so if I don't get no perspective from your shit, the originality, if you're not telling me something that I haven't already heard before, I don't hear
got
shit.
Time for that. I already
it's boring to me. You know what I'm saying?
I've already learned this lesson. I already gone through this and soaked this in, this knowledge.
Right. Yeah. Some people will say J. Cole's folding clothes song is a whack ass song because they don't want to hear about him folding clothes. I have never heard anybody make a fucking song about folding clothes for somebody. That to me was a whole nother perspective, and it made me look at certain things in a different way. This is what it is.
Not everybody reads between the lines.
Right.
Some people just hear and be like, what are you doing?
Right.
Instead of soaking it in, actually listening to it and actually realizing what you did. Like, I've actually never heard a song about like this.
Right.
It's original.
Yeah. It's original. It's his. Yeah. You're not gonna get that
first
anywhere
to do
else.
it.
First to do
it. If someone else does it, they're not first.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all I need, man. I need things to move forward. I need you to push boundaries. I need you to try things that haven't been tried before, so it continues to evolve.
Yeah, I was gonna say push the game further.
Yeah. That's my definition of a good artist.
That's a good
if you're not doing any of these things that I've said, then you're probably a whack artist.
I'm sure you agree on mine, and I agree on yours because those things sum it up. And
which, to be honest with you,
Kendrick's is
I feel like it's kind of the same thing. We were both kind of saying the same thing that Kendrick was saying, just in a different perspective.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I say I like all of those perspectives because I agree on all of them.
Well, there's probably somebody's like a whack artist is Lil Yachty. It's like, all right. Yes, but it's more than that. You know what I'm saying? Lil Yachty doesn't respect the past. He doesn't respect it at all.
That is a key to success in really becoming.
He's definitely unique, though.
Yeah, definitely unique. But without that respect, it's something that's not gonna test time. You know what I'm saying? Right. I can't even think of how that saying.
Stand the test of time.
Stand the test of time. There you go.
That's right.
Couldn't even think of that.
Hey, I'm the Pimp C to your Bun B, baby. Let's get into a couple reviews. We had Rob Markman on here, but we're not gonna do Rob Markman this week because we was a little bit too far in the vacation mode to check out Rob Markman. But we definitely gonna do the next one. We're gonna definitely get a good.
We'll get a good review on him.
Get a good review on him, but your boy, he wasn't ready for that one, huh? He wasn't ready.
I wasn't.
It took you by.
Usually, my eyes got wide and shit because usually he has a pause, and I wasn't expecting him to go in that quick. So he was like, your boy. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Your bearded bizoy. Yeah. Yeah. Maybach music, bizoy.
Yeah. Stalley.
Yeah.
Coming straight out of that Ohio.
Yes, sir.
Has dropped his album, The New Wave.
I was feeling it.
You were feeling it?
I was feeling it.
What? Now, for those of y'all don't know who've never listened to Stalley, some people don't like Stalley, and some people love him. I get why people don't like him. I get why people love him. Stalley's kind of whole concept in music is intelligent trunk music. So a lot of his shit has bang in it, but he's not really rapping on no like dumb shit. He's trying to offer,
substance,
perspective.
Yeah, perspective. There.
All in all, man, what did you think of this album, man? Listen to it.
I love the production. It kind of reminded me of a Currency, lay back, get hype type CD.
Right. Yeah,
something you could definitely just sit back and listen to and just soak it in. And production was great. I love that shit. The beats were really dope, chill, laid back, adult. You know what I'm saying? Like had that adult vibe. And he was spitting nice too. Definitely spitting nice. He was killing it. I was liking it. Never heard a CD through. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You never heard any of his mixtapes? Lincoln Way Heights and shit like that?
Never listened to one all the way through.
Yeah. I've listened to a lot of Stalley's music, and I can see how some people would say that he gets repetitive. Because for the most part, this is like the style you've always gotten and you're probably always going to get.
Yeah.
Right. And that's not saying that's not
so
saying it's a bad thing.
You've heard all the
I've heard
other shit, most of it at least.
Yeah, I've heard the shit, and there are times I'm listening to Stalley, and like I like the beats. I always liked his beats because I like the samples. I like the bass. I like it. It does sound like trunk music.
Yeah.
In more of a kind of player, pimpish kind of way.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of got like a southern vibe to it, even though he's from the Midwest. And but some of his concepts are dope too. I do think that he has some good tracks on here. There are some tracks that kind of, they get a little repetitive, and I still think he's an artist that people should listen to.
Yeah, I know. Madden '96 went hard.
That was a nice ass track.
That was a nice track.
Definitely a nice ass track.
To me, that was probably my favorite track.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that shit was nice.
Right.
And he had a few other ones on there, but yeah, I mean it.
But I
see what you're saying, but
right.
I mean for the first time listener, you know what I'm saying, I'd have to also hear his old shit to see also how.
But you've heard songs from him in the past.
I honestly do not remember songs from him. Like I don't.
That says a lot. But you've heard. You know who he is.
I've heard his name, but I may have not even heard songs from him really.
Oh,
without
shit.
knowing.
Shit.
I've just heard his name. I really have not listened to him before. Remember, I was on the downloading phase back in the day.
Right.
I wasn't really exposed to him.
Just to give you a kind of a backstory, he kind of came up with Currency when Damon Dash was doing the DD-172. I guess it was like a management company or something, if I'm not mistaken. And from what the stories that I've heard from some of the artists that came up in that, a lot of them were in there. Currency, Stalley, I think even Smoke Dizzle might have been a part of that. Wiz, I think, was a part of it at one point.
Yeah.
And they were all kind of in here, and they were just in there just making music and just coming up with ways to get this money. You know what I'm saying? Like they just, it was just kind of like one of those creation factories kind of places. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of artists came out of from that and became successful. And the first time I actually heard Stalley was on Currency's music, and I guess during the time that Ross was trying to create Maybach music and expand, Stalley was one of the people that he looked at. He looked at other people too. I know he looked at Wiz Khalifa. At one point, there was talks that they may sign or whatever.
Yeah.
Wiz may sign them to Rick Ross, but Stalley was one of the people that signed to Rick Ross very early on. And I feel like Stalley had like a lot of potential, and I know Rick Ross is one of those guys that's like, look, I'll let you be you. Just give me what I need, but I'm gonna let you be you. And I feel like that's what he's done with a lot of his artists. But I also feel like it's also hasn't let Stalley reach
a different level.
Yeah, the next level.
Yeah.
Where he's, but I mean, at the same time though, he's probably fairly comfortable at the level he's at.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, you got enough to be able to roll around here and get 5 stacks a show. I don't know if he's getting paid per show, but if you out here getting 5 stacks a show and you're doing 4 or 5 shows a month, I mean, shit, you good, homie.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I hadn't heard anything from him in a long time. All in all, man, what do you give this album on a scale of 1 to 10, man?
Scale of 1 to 10. Yeah. Give it an 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
What was your main reason for giving it an 8.5? 8.5.
I gave it that. First time listening to him, never heard anything before. Intro.
Are you sure you haven't, bro? Because you smoke a lot of weed, man.
I really, seriously, yeah. Really haven't listened.
You've listened to Currency.
I wasn't really.
Have you heard Pilot Talk 1? The first Pilot Talk album?
He was on there, a lot?
He got a song on there.
Just a song? Well, then I probably heard him, but just didn't know it was him.
Okay.
And probably don't even remember it, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I listen to music and after a while it goes in, it just,
I'll tell you,
don't remember
it just turns into,
yeah.
But you don't have anything, you don't have the things that you revisit all the time.
Yeah, and I don't, exactly. I don't revisit it often enough for it to soak in, you know what I'm saying? But I probably have heard him on that note, hearing other people and him being featured, but still, he never soaked in as an artist to where it's I remembered him as oh, that's Stalley.
Right.
That's Stalley. Oh shit, let me hear stuff. Nah. So this is really almost like a beginning.
Right.
So, I mean, I gave it an 8.5 because he had some dope hits on there. Not everything was dope, a little bit was dragged out a little bit,
right?
And it started off strong with I like how the intro gotta hook me in with that intro. That's how I always feel about it, and it was nice. I liked it. Second track, dope. The first few tracks, it was really strong. It was really strong, and that's one thing I did notice. It wasn't as strong near the end as it was at the beginning,
right?
But,
because it kind of wanes a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you're all right. I feel like I've heard did the CD start over, or you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that because it is a certain sound that Stalley is going for. Just to give my opinion, I do give it a 8 out of 10, and I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because it is a certain sound that Stalley wants to create.
Yeah.
And he wants that to be his sound, his style.
I like the production too, so that's why I guess a good
It's some good production in there. I feel like Juicy J could have came in there and kind of did some tweaks though. You know what I'm saying? He just came in there and was yo, let me make this a little bit more fire.
That'd been dope.
Right. Listen, Stalley, from now on, you got to have Juicy J listen to your tracks and just let him tweak it. Let him tweak it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let him go in there and kind of add a little bit of pizzazz to it. Because listen, what you're doing, 3 6 Mafia does that pretty much the best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What he's doing with the production on there.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Stalley though, man. I give it a solid 8, man.
Yeah. That was good.
But I also feel like if he comes out with more albums, I'm probably gonna always give him a solid 8.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's gonna go up or down.
It's just gonna be the same.
Yeah. Try some new shit, Stalley. He did. He tried a couple of little new flows on there, new styles and stuff like that. But you gotta remain fresh at all times if you want to stand out.
Your boy,
Victor
Mensa.
Yeah, Rock Nation Bizoy. Yeah, soon to be the new J. Cole Bizoy.
Vic Mensa.
For those that don't know, 2 episodes ago we talked about who will be the bigger artist. Will it be J. Cole? Will it be Vic Mensa? And we kind of talked about Vic Mensa and if his potential to be a bigger artist than J. Cole. And I know there's a lot of Cold World fans out there in Dreamville alumni that's like, fuck that shit. Fuck these guys. They don't know what they're talking about. But listen, I really do believe that Vic Mensa has I still believe that he has the potential to be a bigger artist than J. Cole.
Me too.
This album showed a lot of different sides of Vic Mensa that we haven't really gotten to see recently.
Yeah.
What did you think of this first big debut album of Vic Mensa?
Kind of picked up where we left off with that little EP.
With that EP?
Yeah. Kind of picked up and, even had a few tracks from it, but kind of picked up and, expanded on it to me. Like, he definitely sold me on it to where it's like, I like this artist right here. Vic Mensa, like, right. I'm feeling him. Like, he's fucking, his wordplay and the way he's killing it, it's It's nice. Like he definitely has a good future with it, and he definitely is going to take over that spotlight.
Oh shit!
I believe.
So you think that Jay-Z did the right thing by signing Vic Mensa?
Oh, I think Jay-Z, like, he doesn't need my approval. I think he knew what he was doing. Definitely. Yeah. Like, I think he knew what he was doing. I think he was like, you know what? Let's make a few tweaks. Let's get you right.
Let's develop you.
Yeah. You know, let you see the game from the sideline with me a little bit. And let me drop some knowledge on you. And let's put you out at the right time. And I think he might have done that.
I think that Vic Mensa, those 2 episodes ago, I was like, I don't even know what's going to happen. I don't know what direction he's going. I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
I think Vic Mensa proved me wrong as far as what
ability.
His ability.
Yeah.
Right. Because I knew that Vic Mensa could rap. I knew that Vic Mensa could sing. I knew he could put together some tunes. I didn't know what he was going to do with this album because of what I've been hearing previously. I was like, what is he going to do with it? What are they going to do with him? You know what I'm saying? And I still don't feel like they know exactly what they want to do with him. Mm-hmm. But I can also see exactly where he's going to go now. But just because of what I've seen with this album, I feel like it was like, all right, his debut.
Opening the door.
Right. I get to see Vic Mensa stretched out as far as possible. We get to see all aspects of Vic Mensa. We get to see
the hungry.
Yeah, we get to see
the hunger,
right?
Yeah,
and there's a lot of going on. There's kind of the Kanye Chicago feel, like that Chance the Rapper
starts off,
yeah, and then you still have. There was times where I thought that I can tell Vic Mensa has been soaking in Jay-Z, just some of the stuff that he was rhyming in. Vic Mensa, he's got a lot of charisma. He's funny. There's times where I heard him say some things. I was like, oh, that's a funny little rhyme. He's entertaining, and I really thought that he wasn't going to tap into old Vic Mensa, and he pulled out old Vic Mensa on this.
Still was able to pull it out.
He pulled it out on this. I gotta give him props. But he also brought new Vic Mensa too. I didn't know who he was gonna be. I was like, who the fuck is he gonna be? He was like, fuck you, I'm being both.
I am. He's like, I am who I am. He's like, that is me too. Like, and he ran with it.
Yeah.
He did a little bit of both worlds, definitely, because I was expecting to not get that at first.
What, the old Vic Mensa?
The old Vic Mensa. I
was expecting
that
it
at
either.
all.
Yeah, I was like, that's why I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
When you told me how it was in the past, I was just like, what? You just made it. I was like, I guess this is just how he's gonna be, like the new Vic Mensa. And then when I heard that on that album, the way he would his singing tracks and all that, I was just like,
oh, there he is.
I was like, I'm glad he brought that to the table, because like, if you got that, don't fucking hold it out. Don't hold it back. Fucking use that shit.
There was more of old Vic Mensa on there than I fucking thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more of the new,
I definitely
new version
that shit. Yeah.
I
was not mad at him.
Right.
At all. I was
so,
like, hell yeah.
Has this made you a fan of somebody that you think Vic Mensa has the potential to be one of the top dogs? Because he's not really there yet.
He's not there yet.
There's Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and J. Cole now.
But when we talk about J. Cole being up there, and he was the forerunner of this movement, and Jay-Z, has found Vic Mensa, and I'm thinking that he's going to be the face of it.
Right.
I think he's going to move up there. I think he's going to take over. He's going to have that. He's going to have that take. He has that. I don't know that. I guess that thing that they say, whatever the fuck, he has the it factor type shit.
Right.
He has all of that,
He really does.
And Jay-Z's gonna work that shit right. Like,
oh yeah, Jay-Z's gonna listen.
He's a businessman.
Jay-Z's gonna figure out
businessman. Like,
let me handle my business. Damn, listen. Jay-Z knows what to do. He knows how to get you to the point. It may struggle a little bit. While you're trying to find yourself,
a little bumpy road.
It's a bumpy road, but he'll get you there. He can sell water to a well. Shout out to the Blueprint.
Hey, I believe Vic Mensa is gonna move up.
Yeah, but he's not there yet, though.
No,
he's definitely not there. He definitely needs a little bit more time to fully develop, his sound, his craft. But listen, he's got the potential. to knock J. Cole off of that run. At the same time, though, I also don't believe that J. Cole cares about being up there anymore. I think he's already accomplished what he wants to accomplish, and at this point, he's just doing what he feels.
No.
So I don't think he really cares. So that may open up the doors for Vic Mensa at this point. But he definitely has a lot of songs on there that's a little bit more catchy. They can... I've heard things like, if you listen, I don't know if you listen to J. Cole. You listen to J. Cole album, right?
No.
Yeah. It was a more kind of laid back, low tone, deep thought type album. Vic Mensa included that aspect on this album, but he also had kind of up tempo. He had the anger. There was a lot of that shit going on. There was a lot of shit going on with that, which I feel like he was displaying every aspect.
I want to see more, like, you know, like in the future with his next album. I want to see what his next album does, kind of, you know, like, is he gonna expand on this, or is he gonna just kind of? That next album is gonna be like very key to his career.
Oh, of course,
like very key to where it's like I want it, type shit. Like I wanted to see how his career is definitely gonna go, because I'm that interested to see if he's gonna actually keep making them moves forward, or he's gonna backtrack and fade away, and fall away in the background.
I don't know how you can know if you got Jay-Z. You shouldn't.
You know, I should know that he's gonna be moving forward. Right. You know, if Jay-Z,
the only thing that's gonna hold Vic Mensa back from being like that level is probably Vic Mensa.
I was gonna say himself. Yeah. Himself
getting into some shit. I mean, because listen, he says rhymes. He's somewhat confrontational because he says rhymes like he kind of did a little bar about Macklemore. It's like getting some shit you didn't deserve, like Macklemore or some shit like that. Something he said. No, I was like, man, that's kind of a harsh shot there. You know what I'm saying, to Macklemore? Not saying that it was a dope line, but I was like, it's kind of harsh enough to like get people like upset. And I know that recently there was an article that came out where they said that Jay-Z told him to take a bar off a song going at a particular rapper,
and that might have been it.
Well, no, it wasn't that, because that was on the album. Because there was another song apparently, and he may have been going at one of the Drake, Kendricks, or
Top
J. Cole's.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z had to tell him, don't put that shit out there. So I do believe that Vic Mensa probably has like
beef with the rest, and
right,
like, well, just as an artist, right. You know, not actual beef, but he just wants to be better than them, so he'll try to talk shit to get up there, and like,
we'll see, man. It might turn into like
it was probably best that he didn't do that, you know. So he doesn't come out kind of almost starting like that, you know, kind of reinventing himself and like coming out now at the first album. Like, you don't want to start off like that, and then because it can go either way. The way he did it right here, it's like, all right, you play it more safe. You don't put your career on the line on the first try.
Right.
You know,
you can't be going hard at everybody.
Yeah.
Vic, you can't be doing that.
You got to take your time. You ease your way into the game like that, you know.
Yeah.
But only so many people could probably pulled that off. I can't even think of any, but someone has
come out like that.
Yeah, just come out talking shit.
Eminem.
Yeah, but talking shit about people. Yeah, right. Eminem.
Yeah, take your time, Vic. You'll
take
get
your
there.
time. You get there.
Dissing everybody, trying to knock everybody, try to get the crown.
And I think
quick.
I think that you definitely have the potential of taking over the game.
What do you give this album? Scale of 1 to 10.
1 to 10?
Yeah,
I gave it a 9. I gave it a 9 because he does have work to do.
Right.
Yeah. To get that 10, you got work to do. And you got to grow some, you know. I almost gave him an 8.5, but I think that, you know, from that mixtape to this, you know, and to show that he could still do his old shit, you know, and still be himself and still just, I mean, he worked the album great. It was very well put together. You know, I like how it was put together, and I got to give points to that. You give points for the production. That's why I gave it the 9.
Right.
I gave it the 9 because it was a great album overall.
I give it a 9 too. Mm-hmm. I think it was a strong, solid debut from Vic Mensa.
Definitely.
I thought the lyrics were on point, the beats were on point. Even the one he did, the ignorant, it was like what I think it had like Chief Keef, and you know, I like that song. That song went hard. I like Vic Mensa when he goes into the ignorant side too. Vic Mensa has a lot of sides to him, man. I think he
down for some ignorance.
That's down for some ignorance. Yeah. That sound like some.
Thanks, Todd.
Some appreciate you, chat. It sounds like some street Chicago shit. I don't want to say street. It doesn't really sound too street, but it definitely sounds like that sound in there. So shout out to Vic Mensa for bringing every aspect of himself to the game.
Definitely, and just
impressing me, and then also surprising me.
Yeah,
per se. Yeah. That's pretty much it for this episode, man. You got anything else before we get up out this thing, man?
Not really, man.
Not really.
Just have a good week.
Right.
You know, everybody out there have a great week. Drive safe. Don't be texting and driving. And just tune in to the podcast and just leave it on your radio. Just leave it on the speakers. You don't have to fuck with anything else. Just let that play.
Right.
And enjoy us on your radio. And then we appreciate all the trillions.
Right. Shout out to the trillions out there. Shout out to everybody that supports the podcast. Shout out to everybody that listens to us on a weekly basis.
Yes, sir.
We hope that you guys subscribe. If it's your first time here, subscribe on iTunes, subscribe on Google Play, YouTube.
Get the notification.
Right. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow me at BIGGUU254. BIGGUU254.
At RIFFA254.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Know what I'm saying? We didn't really say, listen, we didn't really.
I did for a little while. There was probably a moment I realized.
In the beginning, but I don't feel like we said it as much throughout the middle.
Yeah, near the end, I think I eased up on them.
Yeah, we did ease up a little bit. But at the end of the day,
no, I'm talking about.
We from Texas, all right?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we appreciate everybody. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, too. We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yes. Next week, we're going to be heading out to Podcast Movement. We're going to be in Anaheim. Yes. We invite anybody that listens to the podcast. If you're out there in California and near the area, come and see us. Come and say what's up. If you're trying to go to the Podcast Movement and you're trying to get a $50 off coupon, guess what? I got it, baby. All right.
I'm in touch with your boy.
I'm going to give you the coupon code to get $50 off right now. All right. It's UREL50. That's URIEL 50. $50 off. Baby, all right?
Go
get into the fucking conference, all right?
Get it.
Yes, we are going to be out there. We'll be signing autographs.
If you want it.
If you want it.
You can get it.
We'll be taking pictures. And we definitely would like to see some people come up to us and tell us, they listen to the podcast faithfully. If you like it.
Yeah. Please don't come and spit in our faces.
If you come listen,
we've offended you.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, we told you last episode, the episode before. We ain't no motherfucking academics. All right.
I will fuck
listen,
you up.
we will fuck you up at the conference, baby. All right.
We'll get tossed out like
they're gonna be
Jazzy Jeff. I don't care.
We don't give a fuck. All right. We're just playing, but no, we're definitely approachable, man. So you just come up to us and say what's up, man.
Yeah. You already know how we are.
Yeah.
Down to earth.
Down to earth, man. So we're gonna be up out this thing. No saying.
No talking about
deuces.
Chill.
Thanks for listening to the Truth Be Told podcast. Be sure to subscribe and log on to trillmatic.com for the latest in underground music, film, fashion, and more.